My mom is the bomb. I'm like,
Oh,
okay, girl, this is
seriously?
I heard that on Mother's Day on Spotify, and I was like, seriously?
Hmm.
so, that's cute. That's cute for the teeny boppers. That's real cute. Anyways, her new music video called Me Too just dropped last night, and it was quickly taken down a few hours later, and a lot of fans were speculating as to why. Well, this morning on Snapchat, made a statement saying that whenever she saw the video posted online, it was not the final video that she approved, and that they had dramatically photoshopped her waistline,
Big time.
uh, big
Like it
time.
was
If you see the
unnatural
photos,
looking.
yeah, if you can, she actually posted a before and after on her Instagram. You can go look at it, but they made her look like one of those like video hoes that have like the really slim waist and then big
Yes.
booty, like
Yes.
just that like fake like ass shot kind of thing.
Hourglass.
Which
Oh, I just found the photo. You're right.
yeah, and her form is very natural. She's a very natural girl, and her whole thing, she's always been very pro body image, and her songs have always been that way. She's always been big and beautiful has always been her message. So I commend her for kind of shaking her finger and calling it out at the record label and at the producers and everybody involved, because it is a contradictory message. So now they've since uploaded the video without the retouching. So yeah, she said she's embarrassed about the whole thing and she just wants to be true to her fans and herself. So
I like her though because she's the way she is. I like that she did
yeah, no,
that.
that is cool. Cause honey, if it was me, I'd have been like, could you make it any smaller?
Oh,
Like,
we know you like the Photoshop.
yeah.
We know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
It's
but you
just
still look good.
Photoshop.
It's okay, girl. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the way she looks in this photo, she looks like her body resembles like Amber Rose or something. Like
Yeah,
just
this
the
she look like a video hoe, just
yes,
like
right,
exactly.
and then big booty out of nowhere.
Yeah.
right. Okay,
I
so
wanted
are you going to give us a Housewives of Dallas review?
quickly, and then I want to talk about one more thing that you had listed. But yes, Housewives of Dallas review for this week is that Leanne goes batshit crazy, loses her fucking mind on her friend Tiffany in front of Stephen Piles in downtown Dallas, and then she basically they say they're done or whatever to some degree, and then they both look back on their lives with each other with rose-colored glasses and how much they miss each other. They end up having a come to Jesus talk, as she calls it, and they go to dinner together and all that stuff. Great. Huh?
Was it real?
I do think that I don't know if the fight was real on Leanne's side. I think possibly Leanne just did it just to, make a brouhaha.
Right.
But I think Tiffany's
Right.
reaction was real. I don't think Tiffany was in on it. You know what I mean? I think she was
Yeah.
reacting realistically. And then though, the end of the show, by the end of the show, they're friends again. Okay. And then Brandy, the one I don't like, is becoming more human to me now because they're starting to show how all the cracks in her marriage with her husband and how horrible he is to her.
Yeah.
And she meets her long lost granddad and all this
Is
kind of
she the
stuff. Go ahead.
is she the one that gets the chore list?
Yeah, I think it's her. It's either her or Stephanie. I think it's her though. Yeah.
Okay.
No, maybe that's Stephanie. Stephanie's the blonde, kind of ditzy sort of one, but real sweet. And she got a 70,000. Her husband bought her a $70,000 bracelet from
Mhm.
Daboul for their anniversary gift. And so they have some money, at least apparently. And anyway, so that's what happened with them. And there's one more person I'm missing. Who's the other person? There's Leanne, Tiffany. I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. So it was good. It was good. I liked it. But they've really humanized them more, and they're making them a little more interesting. And like I said, after the last episode, it's much more housewives like now than it was the first two or three. So
I'm still just trying to
Yeah.
figure out why they're trying to make Brandy
it's because
the
she's a tragic figure. Her so sad. Her life is so sad being a cheerleader, and her husband is just mean to her. And oh,
they're trying to make her like this breakout star, and I really don't think
she
she's
really
that.
isn't the breakout star.
Um,
No, I know you're right. They are, but she ain't it. But anyway, okay. So before we go, I want to talk about Jason's topic about being over 30 and single. What did you want to say about that, Jason?
yes. So I just want to just be quick on this. So a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but society has it. I feel like, in my opinion, that if you're 30 or over and you're single, I feel like society has it that something must be wrong with you. And because like I was at work and people's like, "Oh, well, are you dating anyone?" I said, "No, I'm talking to people, but I wouldn't because I'm like I'm not exclusively dating." So I'm like, technically, my answer is no. They were just like, "Oh, at your age, you're not married or you're not exclusive." And just the way that she said it, she made it seem like something was wrong with me because I wasn't,
Like you're pathetic.
yeah, like
Yeah.
oh my, like that type of thing. And it's just,
Mhm.
and people ask me all the time, well, how come you don't date anyone? Shit, I can't find anyone. That's just the answer. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. So, and then I also feel like as you get older and you're used to doing things by yourself, used to being single, you kind of get used to it because after a while you just used to doing things on your own.
Mhm.
So after a while, it's like
You got to be careful
the
about that,
relationship is
Jason.
really not. Yeah, also because it's not like you're not trying to be in a relationship like it's not your top priority
Yeah.
because you're focused on other things.
Mhm.
And then plus when you do get into a relationship, it's like you really wouldn't know how to react to it because now all of a sudden because you've been alone, you've been alone for so long,
Mhm.
you've had your own space for so long,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden here comes a significant other. Now you have to answer the things and just all that stuff. And I feel like I don't know. I just feel like after a while, it kind of takes a toll.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you want to get into a relationship and and you want to date someone, just go slow, especially if you've been by yourself for a few years or whatever, you've been single for a few years. Because I just see these people jump into a relationship like they've been single, 3 or 4 years, and they jump into a relationship and the shit don't even last 4 months.
Yeah.
So it's like because you went from having all your space, all your privacy, until sharing it with someone, and then
You talking about people who move in together that soon, or people who just are
people
dating?
do. I mean,
Well,
some
that's
people
just
do.
ludicrous. I mean, yes, some people do. You're right, but it's ludicrous that people do that.
But not even that. I think it's also that even if you just have your own places, they want one of the significant others, one of the halves, want you to spend more time with them. And for me, that's something you have to like gradually go into. I'm single right now, I live by myself. Like if I start dating someone tomorrow, I'm not just gonna just jump in and then be in someone's, stay in someone's house for the
Have
next
you ever
week.
been in love, Jason? Truly in love? Have you ever been in love?
No.
No, you haven't. And I know that you haven't because you just said, oh, well, when I get in a relationship, I'm just going to take things slow and I'm going to wait and let's see how things develop, blah, blah, blah. That's not how it fucking works. I'm sorry. You fall in love with somebody, really fall in love with somebody. What happens is you want to spend all your fucking time with them. Your friends, your family just disappear in the background, not because you want them to. You just spend all your time with them. That's what love and all that shit happens, dopamine and shit in your brain. That's what happens when you fall in love. So after the first couple years, that fades away, but that's what happens. So the truth is that I understand that's a very pragmatic way of thinking about it, but the reality is, as someone who's been in love more than once in my life, and I know, and most people who have know this, that you do not do things that way. So you're going to have to realize that you're going to end up sharing your space with someone instantly and want to do that. You're going to want them there all the time. They're going to want you there all the time, and you're not going to want to be apart from them. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody's clingy all the time, but I'm just saying you have to realize that's how it works, and that's how it's worked for everybody in fucking history. So I know you won't be different. So come on. You gotta realize it, okay? So, but the thing is, look, I was gonna say is that I was 32 when I met my husband, and I was 34 when I got married to him. And I never felt like some pathetic loser because I was over 30 and single. I was what's the word? Concerned that maybe I would meet someone and all that, but that I wanted to marry or whatever. But I was always dating people and all that kind of stuff, and whatever, like you are. So dating, and that's all you need to do.
Well, no, but no, I'm just saying, like, it seems like within recent years, like with the past 2 or 3 years, it seems like if you don't have someone, because everyone has a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever the case may be, but it seems like for the small percentage of people who are actually single and been single for a while, and you happen to be over the age of 30 or 35 or 40 or whatever the case may be, it's like
doesn't fucking matter.
it's almost like they look at you like something's wrong. Like, you're 40 years old, you don't have anyone. Something must be. You must have a bad attitude.
And you may not want
to
to ever be with anybody. I know people. I have friends actually who have never. I mean, they've not never, but they have no interest in being with anyone. Period. They just want to be single, and there are people like that as well. And they have no interest in ever being in a relationship or whatever. So you have to realize different strokes for different folks, and say that fuck them. If they don't like it, fuck you. And how dare you ask me what's going on in my life? What's going on in your life? Well, how's your love life going? What's going on in your bedroom? You know, it's just fucking rude, I think. So fuck that bitch. That's what I say. All right. So on that note, we are going to say goodnight to everybody. Be sure and go to GAYXYZ.com to find out more about us. Listen to our show live there on the air. Also, you can go to iTunes and listen to the show there. You can also go to Spreaker, SPREAKER.com, and listen to the show there. If you want to find out more about Donovan, you can go to offlimitshow.com. If you want to find out more about Christian, you can go to...
Find me on Instagram at Christian Craven or Twitter.
And if you want to go to find out more about Jason, you can go to...
You can follow me on Twitter. It's Jason Be Like. It's Jason_B_like.
Yes. And we will be back next week, as usual, on GAYXYZ. And so we hope you all have a great night and stay gay, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Stay gay.